been a couple weeks since I made those cats for commission, and since then I've acquired a lot more commissions. So this is sort of my system of how to keep track of everything. On my monitor screen, I literally just have sticky notes of when I need to have sketches done or when I need to ship things out by after they've approved of the sketches. And then on my Shopify, I have all my orders. I have over 100 orders to make, which is crazy. I'm so grateful for that. And yeah, I sort them by oldest order and also orders I've not fulfilled yet. So oldest goes first, so I know which ones to get out first. So yeah, I've been really busy because I've been getting a lot more followers on TikTok and Instagram and such, and that's how I get most of my customers and most of my sales. So that's a little why I haven't been doing YouTube videos, but I really want to get back into YouTube, as I said before, but also because you guys are so nice to me. It really keeps me going that my videos are like calming and comforting to you. I struggle with talking to a camera, I think, because I think naturally as a person, I'm not super loud or super talkative, but I've been looking at content creation as sort of like a diary, and I really want to practice things like romanticizing the small things in my life and keeping memories and keeping track of the things I've done. I think looking at video making from that perspective has really helped me because yes, I'm talking to a camera, but I'm also talking to myself and like my future self. Also, I cut my hair really short. I wanted to point it out because I really like short hair Tammy.
It's not.
I finally found a tripod setup that works for me, like where the background is pretty and the lighting is okay. It's just a shame that I found the perfect angle only a month before I'm moving out.
That feel like they need to present worth in better ways to contribute and pay back.
Get you go out your hair on afro and donate it.
Yes, the only way that I can contribute. I'm limited. So many things that I'm no longer going to do. So
We're on that. You're right.
So usually I sculpt over there. I cleaned up my setup, but after I sculpt over there, I carry everything over here. So yeah, here you can see I made 3 Dougie desk friends, so like my cloud dog character, which is so cute. In the back I have these avatar cows that I'll be painting today after I bake them, and then lots of goldfish and cows. So this is about 10 or 11 orders. I want to sculpt at least 10 more orders before I bake them so I can get like 20 people's orders out tomorrow. But as I said before, I've been taking on a lot more commissions, so I'll sort of walk you through the process of me sketching for a commission. So when I take on commissions, it's usually through DM or email, and they tell me what they want, I give them the price, and then I tell them I'll have your sketches by a week after the order is made, and then after the sketches are approved and like they get an idea of what it'll look like and they tell me their feedback, then 2 weeks after that I ship it out. So that these are all the dates that I have sorted out. Like, I don't really divide them, but I say the name of the client, the date that something is due, and then I sort them by like this one's the oldest and this one is the newest. So this one that I have to work on today is a sketch for a person who wants their cat made into a keychain for their rear view mirror. And here they've sent me a picture of their cat. Their cat is named Soup. So I discussed, like, did you want Soup to be holding anything? Because that's sort of what I do. I'll show you an example. I've been recently making these sort of babushka cats with this scarf and it's holding a radish. And since their cat's name is Soup, they're like, what about a bowl of soup, like pho or miso? And I was like, pho cat. That sounds amazing. So that's what we're doing today. I'm looking up what a pho bowl looks like. You know, like one of those like traditional pho bowls that you see like everywhere. This one's perfect. This is gonna be the inspiration for the pho bowl. Hi, so the audio for this from my camera was actually so bad, so I'm gonna just do a voiceover. I made 2 different sketches for Soup. The first one is Soup holding the smaller bowl of pho with chopsticks on the side, and the second variation is with a much larger bowl with more detail, and that's what the customer actually ended up choosing. So now it's about 3 o'clock. I did what I needed to do today, which was the sketch, so I'm gonna throw the sticky note away. So now I just have to keep on sculpting and then, yeah, hopefully bake them and glaze them and ship them all by tomorrow. Here are all the things that I ended up making for today. In they go. Hello, welcome to another voiceover Tammy. I'm currently sitting in bed using my partner's gaming microphone, so we have Mr. Uncomfy to thank for this better quality sounding voiceover. I wanted to take this time to do another long overdue Q&A because I often ask questions on Instagram and I answer some of them, but a lot of them have to go unanswered simply because there's too many to go around. And why not do this during my first YouTube video in a while? It's just perfect because I have all this packaging B-roll and I have a lot of questions to answer, so let's get into it. The first question I want to answer is by bxbs.lu, and they asked, what degree do you study in, and any advice for a college student thinking of majoring in business and art? So my official degree name is called Digital Design. I'm in my senior year starting this fall. So yes, I'm in my last year of college, which is surprising. I didn't think I'd make it this far. And what digital design basically is a mixture of marketing and graphic design, but graphic design was traditionally like print, like magazines and stuff like that. But nowadays, in a digital age, my university calls it digital design because we mostly do web design, app design, motion graphics, a lot of things on a computer, if you will. I think it's a super versatile type of degree to study graphic or digital design because there's always going to be a need for marketing materials, especially now in our consumerist, like hyper consumerism, capitalistic society. There's always going to be something to sell, and businesses are always going to need someone to design something for them. So if you've heard of UX UI, it's like user experience and user interface. That type of design is a really good mixture of creative work as well as a really well-paying job. So if you are trying to do something in the middle of art and business, definitely a UX UI type of degree is really, really good. I myself have learned so many principles in marketing through my degree that has allowed me to really grow my business as not really a techie person, but as an artist. My number one piece of advice is when you're starting college, it's very different from high school. You get what you give, if that makes sense. Another way to put it is the work that you put in is what you'll get out of it. And the second thing is make friends with your professors, because you'll be surprised at how many letters of recommendations you'll need for simply internships for any single job you get in the marketplace. They will probably ask for a letter of rec. Sorry, I feel like I talked about that for way too long. The next question is sort of in the same vein of school, because we're about to start school again, is a question by Cool Happy Pumpkin. How do you balance your time with school and crafting? I need help. I feel like I have a good amount of experience in balancing like 25 credit hours with 25 hours of other work mixed in with 25 hours of my artwork. So that was a really dark time in my life. So the advice I have now is to set up a schedule that will lead you to success. So last year, I shipped everything out on Tuesdays. So I made a strict schedule with myself that I would work on like Sundays, because I don't really do anything on Sundays. So I would work for my shop on Sundays, Mondays, and Tuesdays. So after that, I would ship everything out, and then Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, I would have time for schoolwork. So setting up a schedule like that works for you and what you need to do. The next question is by Eob Mick. They asked, what do you do on days you might not feel 100%? For example, tired, lethargic, or down, etc. This is such a good question because I have off days all the time, and I've been looking at my menstrual cycle and really noticing, sorry, this might be TMI, but it's not TMI because menstrual cycles are natural. Anyway, when I'm PMSing, most of my week is extremely lethargic feeling. Or I also have emotionally draining days where I just simply can't work anymore. And I made a TikTok about this too. With art especially, there's this desire to create, like you have this burning desire to create, but if your body's not in it, you're just gonna be dissatisfied with anything you make. And sometimes you can make a lot of art, and then on some days you can only muster to do one single doodle or one single goldfish, like the one I'm holding right now. On days like those, I prioritize rest above anything else. Even if I have a ton of orders to get out, I know if I listen to my body and I give myself rest for the rest of that day, if I take a good walk, if I take a good nap, if I spend time with my loved ones, then the next day, I always, without a doubt, with enough rest, I pump out orders like crazy. Like I am double as productive as I would have been any other day. So just knowing that by listening to your body, it will treat you with like the best performance the next day. And if you're still feeling tired the next day, then it's time to reassess your daily habits and the things you do every day that cause you to have burnout. So yeah, I hope this all helped. I didn't get to as many questions as I would like to, but I may just make a whole other Q&A video that's specifically dedicated to questions like these. So thank you so much, and I'll see you soon. Oh, also, if you liked this video, please like and subscribe. Check out my Instagram, TikTok, and my shop. Thanks so much.